All right, here we go, everyone. Aiming for that 55. Should be free. Thanks. Yeah, the only thing that could ruin it is Hind, really. The Hind could ruin things, but besides that, it's mostly free. Ugh. This guy has M9 ammo, I want it. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks for the host, Furry, and thank you for the luck, Marlis. Yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Though I actually don't know. Throw one stun here. No, I save it for the tower climb. I save it for the tower climb. I get what you're saying though, but it's either I grab a grenade in the canyon or I grab a stun grenade. So the other thing is I need to not pick up chaff during ninja. Yeah, so literally I'll actually only really pick up 2 packs of stuns because there is the third pack when you're climbing, but it's really awkward to get because the position is slightly different. I don't know why they changed the position. It doesn't really make it easier. It actually makes it harder. Hopefully, though, should still get me M9 here, I hope. Otherwise, then you don't want to do M9 stuff at the start. I'm not sure, though. Thanks, Stealth. And the host from Stealth, thank you. I gotta change that host alert sound. It's just too quiet. Well done. VE strats unlocked. Hey, how you doing, Sylvan? Ever think of running this fantastic category? It's all right. Well, pretty much what happens there is you stun the guy, but stunning on the helipad causes an alert. So you throw it to stun that dude, and then you roll. Shoutouts to Furry for our conversation last night, how that might be doable, and it is. This is VE. VEEHEXZ. Very extreme. Yes, very extreme. It's extreme in the opposite direction. I wish the game called it very extreme, but it's not that cool. It's not that cool of a game. Now I know my abs. Next time, will you sing with me? Automatic braking system? ABS brakes? Is that even what it stands for? Automatic braking system? I don't even know. I'll sing, sure. Anti-lock, thank you, Python. It's not an automatic braking system. You still have to apply the brakes. These are the brakes. Hey, Alan. Thanks. Doing VE in tie-dye style. Tie-dye style. Wait a second. You're not plywood, you're an imposter. It probably is. Glenn has seen this shirt before. Line up, strap.
What are you waiting for?
Plywood lineup.
Like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot.
To the picks. Away. Oh, shucks. Oopsies. Finally understand this strat. Took you a year. This game's hard, man. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. It's not intuitive. This game is far from intuitive. It very well is the same shirt. I only got to this point because I, needed out in this game. An EET out. Just went hard. And, routing and all that junk. Ah, that sucks. What does VE stand for? Very easy. And also in the splits, very extreme. That's just a nickname. No, don't worry, Graphicus. I don't know what it is with me and VE Ocelot. I didn't even gold it. At least I saved time. $55 should be very doable. I shouldn't, it shouldn't be that normal world record's faster than VE world record, right? Granted, I'm not going to grind it to a 54, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, VE should be faster because several of the boss fights are weaker. I'm going for the YOLO roll. Save myself 3 bullets. So I didn't get a lot, and I skipped out on ammo. I can't do it now. Thanks, Dead Zones. Gotta love those dead zones. Yeah, Sniper Wolf takes less damage, Hind takes less damage, Rex takes less damage. Nice. Skip chaff, you don't need it. Interesting.
See how you like this?
Oh, that's unfortunate. I have to take Gunner 2 slow. Let's see if I can tank this. No, I can't. Ooh. Okay, maybe I could, but... Alright, I couldn't. That's fine, though. Thanks, Airlian. Oops. I didn't walk around that guy. It's like the hardest part of the nuke building on V is not walking on the body. I have time save on this ninja fight because I got knocked down a couple of times. Are you playing extreme node? Yes, very extreme. AKA very easy. It's extreme in the opposite direction. Yeah. Like, this can't be extreme. You'd be right. There's a lot of little changes. For instance, there's no turrets here. Which is a bit eerie, honestly. Well, you'd think it'd be really easy, but the thing is, if you've been running normal, there's a lot of little differences that you have to keep in mind. No damage. No damage is impossible, as far as I know. You're gonna take damage somewhere. Or just do sig %. I don't need those. Oh my god. I tried rolling, but I went too early. I'm not gonna save any time on this fight. I'm not that good at this fight, honestly. It's one of my weakest fights. Oops. God damn it. So what is the plywood frustration today? Mostly on me. I mean, just not messing up. Not counting unavoidable damage. Interesting. What do you consider unavoidable? I don't count that as a no damage run in that situation. I'm not really frustrated today, to be honest. Yeah, even the easiest difficulties do become hard when you speedrun them. Yeah, exactly what Stealth is saying. There's this perception, like, ooh, there's, and in a sense, it's kind of true. I mean, it's basically like you trade certain things for being hard for other things being hard. Because really, VE in this game is just like a different version of normal. So, like, you still have all the normal routing you have to consider. And then, general optimization. So, also muscle memory, like picking up that chaff. I don't need to pick up the chaff in the ninja fight. It's pointless, but it's pure muscle memory, like, to go pick up the chaff. RE3's dodging system is really weird. You have to hold up the gun right before you're about to get attacked. Sounds simple, but it really isn't. Okay, so here's an optimization. So we swap to the SOCOM and we just fire our gun, and that'll get Meryl's attention. Because the other guards, they're too deaf to hear the shot, so... That's actually easy. It's easier than... Well, I don't know if it's really easier than the Nox strat. .180 IQ and can't hear a gunshot. Well, they're really smart. It's just that they're hard of hearing and hard of seeing. That's all. Oh, that's a running joke in the Metal Gear speedrunning community, period. What does IQ have to do with your senses? Nothing, really. You could be really smart, but have no senses. You are there. So we're just doing like the extreme setup, but on VE. That's it. That shot's actually kind of hard because of the chair getting in the way. Oh, Pinder is a genius. Dang, we have a genius in chat. Or are you saying you have a personality disorder? Yeah, going for non-lethal helped out there. Just a personality disorder. Thanks for the host, Tyler. Yeah, getting Meryl's attention better and then not doing lethal. There might be some manipulation we can do for lethal, but until then, it's just simpler for me to do non-lethal in that fight. So I don't want to say that the routing for Mantis is done, but that makes my life easier, so I'm gonna do it. Yeah, IQ is kind of flawed in certain ways. Fucking
What's wrong?
pupper, dude.
Thought you were good with dogs.
What is with this pupper, man? Honestly, in that situation, it's probably better just to trank headshot Meryl. What happened to Ocelot this time? I missed. I missed, and I also didn't position myself correctly for the first C4 blast. Yep. Whoa. Alan's getting aggressive. Hey, there's no need to be aggressive. It's just VE, guys. No big deal. It's all good. Frank had an IQ nearing 170 plus, but he was a perfectionist and specific about what musical talent he brought into his bands. Frank who? Frank Zappa? It showed me a frickin' BTTV emote. I'm like, who's that? Okay, here's another VE optimization. You don't need Pentazamin, so just pick that up, and leave. I actually don't even know if you need the extra box of ammo, but then you need to play Sniper Wolf perfectly, so... But you might be able to skip the ammo box. I should have been doing that. Musicians tend to be intelligent. Sounds like you're hashtag biased, Tyler. You could give his brain a poke. Yeah, I think you could get by with just that. The ammo you get in the, Yeah, you could totally get by with it. Actually, I probably could have finished it off there.
I got her.
Too late. So yeah, I think we could skip picking up the ammo as well. Spoon Man. I feel like we're working in generalizations here, chat.
You win.
Right? I mean, an IQ test captures a very specific realm of intelligence, right? And the IQ test has, I mean, okay, I'm not a historian on the IQ test, but I am aware that the IQ test has been used and written in ways in the past to pretty much put people in a lower status. Now, are there people who have mental handicaps? Yes, but the IQ test really isn't like a end-all be-all, and I think we all know this. Just because you can, you know, resolve these puzzles and these logic puzzles doesn't mean you're intelligent in other aspects of life, right?
Oh, damn, I caught a cold. That witch. She took my
That's not
clothes.
100% true.
Hey,
Used to sort
Shut
out
up in there,
gifted
will ya?
and disabled children so they can get
Hey.
extra help.
shut up in there, will ya?
Maybe I'm mentally
Shut up in there, will
like
ya?
I'm making this up, but I thought that there was
Shut up
that
in there,
IQ
will ya?
tests have been used for like racist purposes in the past.
Hey, hey. Shut up in there, will ya? Shut up in there, will ya? Hey. Shut up in there, will ya?
Yeah, and
Hey,
also at a specific
shut up
age,
in
you're
there,
right,
will ya?
Opiner.
Oh, my stomach. Damn it.
So yeah, I've skipped the PSG-1T ammo. There's another one. Don't need it. I mean, it's helpful to. I guess the thing is, when Wolf 2 comes around, then you have extra ammo, but it really doesn't matter. I think fully optimized VE would skip it.
Here. Where?
Oh, for eugenics by a famous physicist. Johnny is a very intelligent guy. He's
What the
very
hell?
concerned for our health. He just hasn't studied enough medicine to realize that's ketchup. See, up left, up. I moved a little bit to the right there, Alien, just to make sure I hit the part, but D-pad there is why it's easier. There's a 190 IQ guy living in my house. It doesn't show in normal circumstances. I think part of it, though, is for people who have that kind of capacity. They're kind of outsiders, you know. They're outsiders in a different way from... Oops. They're outsiders in a different way from, like, general population. Yeah, D-pad is really good there. It's just that we thought, like, oh, it's really hard. It's just because analog doesn't do you any favors there. And this is why you don't throw away that stun. Now I can just run past this grenade. There we go. I skipped the body. Nice. I skipped him too. That was clean. It's the least stressful nuke building for sure. Hi Raichu, thanks for the luck. Seeing a lot of gold right now. This is my third run of this, so he stays away from stuck-up people using IQ as a label. Yeah, that's the other thing, is that the whole, some intelligent people don't even go for an IQ test, in part because they're not really into the idea of the whole labels situation. Because it becomes sort of a means of pretension, rather than, like, you know... Yeah, it's a pretension, right? Like, oh, I have a really high IQ. When, again, that doesn't capture the totality of you as a person. Yeah. Yeah, you want to have, you know, it's like, you don't want to be average. Obviously, it's probably better to be above average, because then, you know, you might be a little bit better to avoid situations that dumber people, again, I'm putting that in quotation marks, dumber people would fall into. But again, these are generalizations. I lost me RTA time, but when that box pops up, you're not actually losing in-game time. Thankfully. Because the game isn't really even active. Yeah, that's why you don't want to pick up chaff. See how I had chaff there, and I don't want that, so you don't want to pick up the chaff in the ninja fight. Yeah, that's the other thing. You know, just because you're intelligent doesn't mean you're going to have good sense. So, I've had that pretension in the past, like, oh, I'm so smart. But there are things that, you know, when I was younger, I had no idea. I don't know, I had no clue. True intelligence is having the willingness to work on your ignorance on things. Really. Because, like, you know, of course, you know, not everyone starts in the same place developmentally, and there's environmental factors and social factors. There's so much going on in what makes a person a person. It's not so simple, right? I mean, some people, it's annoying that I missed that, because now I'm going to lose some time to this guy. Oh, hey, it's Orphine. Thanks, dude. The other aspect of thinking you're really intelligent is when you prove yourself wrong. Like oh my god, I was supposed to have the stuns out. Fuck. When you prove yourself wrong, it can be mentally devastating. You're like, I wasn't actually smart, I'm an idiot. And then you already put yourself on such a pedestal that you fall really hard. It's just not cool. Oh my god, dude. I suck at this strat. Yeah, I can appreciate that. Dude, I want to watch more Silicon Valley. That's like the one thing where I'm like, I saw an episode of Silicon Valley in a hotel and I was like, man, this show makes me really want HBO. Mike Judge, dude. He's never done a bad show. Didn't he do that animated liberal parody show that like only lasted like a season, or was he only a producer on that? I don't even know. You know what I'm talking about? It was like liberal family animated. Yes, The Good Family. I don't think a lot of people saw an episode. I heard that show was not good, but I don't know if he I don't know what his involvement in it is. Was he like the main creator? If so, then there's the show he did not, that was not really on point. Which, I mean, it got dropped really quick, so there you go. Yeah, he created it. Okay, so there you go. That show got dropped like a rock. And then he's like, I guess that didn't work. Let's try something else. They can't all be zingers. Mike Judge. I feel like King of the Hill is just it's the show that probably won't age poorly, you know? Like, people are probably gonna always like King of the Hill. Because the humor in that show really isn't super topical. No, whatever. I hate this fight. Not too bad of a fight, really.
Where'd you go?
It's a shame this still hasn't been ported outside of GameCube. Yeah, there's a fair amount of Metal Gear games that have been stuck on the consoles they were made on. Damn, that was a good fight. Well, we got the Ireland question. Drinking, laid back, macho, etc. Is there such a thing as Irish hospitality? Yeah, this game is fairly expensive. If you get disc only, if you get the discs only, you can find it for like $35-ish. It's a pretty fair price, 30, 35. I don't know, Alien. Maybe, but it might not be, just because it has less health, so there's less opportunity for it to screw you over. Yeah, it's not like, I wouldn't call it cheap, but you can get it for a fair price if you know where to look. Yeah, the run's going pretty well. Actually, like, close to 54, which is good. Never seen it in the wild. I did see it in the wild. I bought it. It's this copy. It's because there's a lot of retro stores in Chicago, so you can find things there. I haven't gone to the retro stores in a bit, though, just because I haven't had the desire to pick anything up. There's a few things I've thought about, and there is a store that does sell JP imports, so I should check there now and then just to see what's up. There actually was a copy of Tobal and JP that I didn't pick up. V-Stock? No, I've never heard of V-Stock. Yeah, well, it's kind of like Orpheum. It's kind of like the whole... it's like the Back to the Future 2 thing. Again, don't pick up Pentaz here. You don't need it. Only imported SFC games? Well, that's pretty good, though. There's some really cool Super Famicom games, and you can play Super Famicom on an NTSC console, so... You like watching softcore porn when you were 12? Yeah, those were the days before internet porn was really like the zeitgeist. Yeah, those were the days. Tyler getting counterpicked in Dota, classic. I don't even know if you need. The only reason why I do that line is because it sets up the roll really nicely. There probably is a better line to take there for VE, but it's a good line for getting into the roll, so. That's the day Raichu became a man. That's when Pikachu became Raichu. Or Pichu became Pichu. Or Pichu became Pikachu. Only for Inuyasha. Come on, there was so much good stuff on Classic Adult Swim. You become a man when you stand up to your parents. You know, does every teenager become an adult when they lash out then? Lashing out isn't really standing up for yourself. But okay, maybe my word choice was poor, but you get what I'm saying, right? The Mushroom Samba episode. Oh yeah. It's the wrong menu. In certain tribal societies, you have to drink the semen of the elder to become a man. Why am I talking about this in this run? Don't fight him up close. Nah, you just eat. You eat while you get hurt. Okay, so I'm not doing this strat because I'm just gonna roll into this guy. That might have been a bad call, I don't know. I think I'll have enough stingers. Yeah, Slate still occasionally streams. He participated in an MGS2 race on the MGSR channel a couple weeks ago. So yeah, he's just, you know, busy being an adult. But yeah. Slate's still around. He doesn't stream as much as he used to, but yeah. That's what at least I figure. I hope it's, you know, he's just busy dude doing stuff. It sucked. Get wrecked. That's what you get for trying to call that in, sucker. What about Molotov? I have never talked to Molotov, so no clue. There's some really old school runners that I've just never interacted with. Nice. And, you know, that's just kind of how things go. Unless you just, like, make this into a big thing in your life. Like, you know, at some point I'm going to become old school. Or at least an old school, and then there's the older school, and then there's the ancient school. The ancient school of stealth. Yeah, there are several people that have gotten into speedrunning because of me, which is very humbling. But, I mean, I wouldn't have gotten into running these games without, you know, people like Slade. So, here we go. Actually, the biggest influence is Peter Afro, because I would never have run PC if I didn't see that he did a PC run, so thanks, Peter. Peter Afro's actually the genesis of everything. Chugga Conroy, oh my god. You bought a copy of MGS for PC after watching my run? I'm sorry. I did that too. I bought a copy of that godforsaken game. How can your girlfriend be a MILF? You already it's not even unless it's a sexless relationship. You can't be a MILF by the definition of the acronym. So, you know what I'm saying? She's a MIF. Mother I fuck. Not a MILF. Okay, I didn't know if I actually hit the right pipe there, because it didn't show up in time. You don't follow this logic? Okay, how can a MILF, mother I'd like to fuck, apply to the person you're in a relationship with unless you don't have sex and you want to have sex with them? You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh, there's a MILF. Not, there's my MILF. How is it your MILF? It's your myth. I'd like to, but you already do, under assumption, right? If you're in a relationship with them. So there's, I'd like to. That to me implies that you don't already, and that you'd like to, right? We're trying to be logical here. We're trying to be logical here. They aren't mutually exclusive. You'd like to, and you do. This is such a heterosexual conversation. Well, I guess lesbians and other people could be into MILFs, I guess. This conversation. We're trying. It's not working too well, though. Hey, as long as I made someone laugh with my stupid comments, keep your stupid comments in your pocket. We're a modern society. I forgot to swap back to ration. Oops. Keep your stupid comments in your pocket. I may have not even needed that. He whiffed. There's a rocket in your pocket.
Now, in front of you,
Tons of the room comments and references.
after Zanzibar land,
If I get lottery roll,
taken from the battle,
I'm done. I'm done with VE.
nor truly dead.
That'd be the most annoying thing about an optimized VE run. You need lottery roll. You need lottery roll. There's nothing you can do. You need lottery roll. I mean, at any if any of these runs are super optimized, you'd need it. But gosh, imagine the run being so optimized. Dude, I didn't need the ration. So there's a few mistakes throughout this run, menu-wise, and then not needing the T ammo and the nuke building. Yep. Yeah, I'm going for 55 IGT, but I'm pretty close to 54 if I actually have a good fight here. Which we did. Alright, I'm done with this category. Oh my god, but it's not. I don't think this is a... Okay, no. I think this is 54 pace because of the disc swap nonsense.
Hurry!
Now, Very Extreme is not dead. There are some optimizations to be had, but now I'm done. Now I'm done with this category. Let it be known that on this day we talked about MILFs and Very Extreme. Okay, I'm actually gonna just focus at this point. Try to have a good escape.
Snake, climb in. Let's go. Use the weapon off of the fire machine. Shoot back with it, Snake.
MILF percent confirmed. If only that happened every time with Liquid. Oh, that's so annoying. What game do I reckon Dr. Dre would speedrun? That's a really good question. What game would Snoop Dogg run? I think that's an even better question, because Snoop Dogg actually games. I don't think Dr. Dre games. My God, Snake! Why can't you hit the man with the stupid hair? God, Liquid, please. This is going to be close. So VE really isn't dead, but it's pretty much dead to me. There are things to be improved on. Again, menus and stuff, which I'm, rough on since I'm a confused little boy who ran extreme, then went down the difficulties. I think if this isn't a 54, it's very close. I don't know. Catfish. I'm not even going to get into this conversation right now. So yeah, let's do a little review. There were a few times where I didn't really need to pull out a ration. The encounter can be better because I shot a guard in the hand rather than the head. Ocelot, I choked again. I missed shots. Tank wasn't good, but I did do the new canyon line, so that helped a little bit. And you could do the YOLO roll, so, that split. I think you could probably save another 10 seconds or so on that split or something. Something like that, I don't know. Ninja still wasn't that good. I got knocked down. Mantis went well, more or less. Wolf fight went well, but you don't need to pick up the ammo pack in Nuke Building 1F. Disc 2 was basically just RTA time loss, as far as I can remember. Tower climb, I think I got... I messed up on the last guard, so he lost me a couple seconds. Still wasn't a good walkway. I'm out of practice with the SOCOM shot. The Hind went pretty well. Wolf 2 went fine. Raven, good. Pal split. I had to turn around to shoot that guard. Rex, I unnecessarily equipped a ration. Then we had lottery roll, and then escape. I got knocked off my aim a little bit at checkpoint 1. And then stupid transition shot didn't connect. So there you go. There's plenty of time save here, but, having lottery roll means like kind of need it to PB for me, unless I like completely clean up everything else. And to be honest, I'm not gonna bother with that because I need to be in practice for normal before I do that. And I'm not in practice for normal, and I'm gonna leave my normal PB where it is. I'm gonna leave VE where it is for now. I'm definitely gonna leave where extreme is. This is it. All that's left for me is just playing this game casually and doing a normal race in the marathon next weekend. So it's been a nice long journey. Boss rush. All dog tags though. Yeah, all dog tags do need to be routed. That could be a really cool run, but it's mostly a run like near the start. I don't really want to route all dog tags though. I need to move on from this game. Even though I do have a lot of fun with this game, I need to move on. All dog tags though. All dog tags. Boss rush. But yeah, all dog tags sounds pretty cool. You have to get all the dog tags off the bosses. You need to the helipad routing is completely different. The routing in the tank hangar is different. And doing it on Big Boss Route also is just really cool, because then you also have to keep in mind that as well. So I think all dog tags sounds really neat. I can't be bothered. There's more important things for me to route, like Ghost Babble, Big Boss, or something like that. Contributing to another game, or making Ghost Babble tutorial for normal, etc. So I'm gonna leave it to someone else. I feel, in general, I feel really satisfied with this game as far as like my contribution to the game goes and what I've done in this game. I think out of all the games I've run, this game, even though there's issues with my runs, I feel like I have like the most consistent times across all of the categories, as far as just like getting there, running the game, etc. So maybe that's me just kind of inflating my ego, but still, Twin Snakes has been kind of buried for me for a bit. Gotta go for that MGS3 time. You want to watch me run MGS3 for a year before I run MGS1? It's pretty much it. Like, people want me to run this game, that game, the other game, but like, etc. Yeah, they had to license the Otacon name.
Of life they want to live. Snake.
Bring the audio back just to show that, the game's still playing.
The important thing is that you choose life. And then live.
Yes, sir.
MGS3 cold percent speedrun. Dear Lord.
Yes. Yes, sir.
That video is ridiculous. I didn't know it was so hard to get a cold in MGS3.
Yes. Those two are still alive. The Vector.
I have to wonder if that's a version dependent thing. Maybe it's easier to get a cold in Snake Eater. Who knows? Maybe it was some sort of weird transfer thing. I have no idea. It's so weird though that you can get a cold in that game, but it's like really hard to. I think you can get a cold in MGS2 as well in Arsenal if you're really slow. Cold percent is where you get a cold. Oh, the other thing I would love to do, but this is mostly a category extension, is cigarette percent. Cigarette percent in this game is actually kind of hard. It makes certain boss fights really scary. Like the tank and stuff.
I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. Yes. Yes, sir. No, sir. one knows that you were the third one. Solidus. What should I do about the woman?
What should I do about the woman?
Yes, sir. I understand. The surveillance will continue.
All right, moment of truth, right?
Yes.
I had a sub 57, so that's good.
Thank you.
Even with RTA time loss on the climb. Oh my god. 5501. Oh well. Like I said, I'm done. Still a good run.